Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hedgen Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. All right, so last night we left off with, or rather yesterday, ABCDE as probably the more preferred pathway. If you look at the prior fractals as well, you will see triangle patterns meshed in with the fractals. So since time has elapsed, I will be moving the D wave more to the right, like so. And this breakout will probably occur potentially even at the D wave. However, if the 5 ABCDE completes, then most likely this correction will continue into for the next 2 or 3 days. D will finish, will go to maybe 9,265, and then E will go back to where we are right now, basically, to around 9,000, maybe 9,100. All right, so next, let's look at the volume. The volume is gradually declining. And I think by the time we have the E wave, the volume will go to a trickle, just like it did here, basically. But I think it'll be more pronounced on this ABCDE symmetrical triangle. And then from here, we should see a surge in the volume as well. The condition that needs to stand is that this white support line needs to hold. It needs to hold back any breaching. So if you see something like this, it's actually desirable, where the piercing is very temporary. And that is what I call the bullwhip event. And we may get another one here. So if there is a temporary piercing of the bottom line of the triangle, we may get a bullwhip. And that is desirable because that sudden decline of price is divesting quite a few of would-be sellers, the weak hands. And by getting rid of the weak hands, price is more ready to continue on the upswing. So on the longer term scale, we have this massive downward wedge, which brought the price to 5,900. There was a recovery, repel at 11,800, 12,000 or so. And this big salsa pattern, the rounded price formation, whatever you want to call it, rounded bottom, I think will continue generating and building the right wall of the pattern. Remember, any rounded formation has three parts. The left wall, the basin, flat area usually where price goes sideways, and then the building of the right wall. So at around, let's say, second week of May, if that completes, we should get a sizable correction, maybe 50% retrace of that right wall side, or 61.8, or even 78%. And from there, from end of May or so, we should get some real serious fireworks. So let's go back to here. We have this A, B, C, D, E. I've consistently said in other posts that there usually is a coin, if not Bitcoin, another coin that holds the baton in leading the price progression. So I think this time it could be potentially Ethereum. So Ethereum has already finished the A, B, C, D, and now it's probably going to put in the E. So it's a day or so ahead of Bitcoin. And if that's the case, you can say this is potentially an intercoin fractal. And if you have the A, B, C, D, E completed, D is on the way, then the likelihood of Bitcoin doing the same thing of A, B, C, D, finishing the D, pretty close to it, and then on to completing the E wave would be the expectation. Now, if Ethereum breaks out on the D, then I think we can even expect the same thing as well, a breakout on the D for maybe Bitcoin. All right. I hope you found that to be very helpful. Now, I have alluded for a little while now of a big announcement. So to that end, I will be posting this week, probably, maybe later today, the details of that announcement. I find it very exciting. So keep an eye out for it. And I hope you find it just as exciting also. All right, a lot more to come. Have a wonderful day.